the enchanted jellyfish lake of Palau, a sea of golden ghosts. Imagine a hidden lake on a remote island in the Pacific, where millions of jellyfish glide silently through crystal clear waters, glowing gold in the sun's rays. This magical place, tucked away in the islands of Palau, is called Jellyfish Lake. But this isn't just any lake. There's a mystery here, a story as mesmerizing as the lake's gentle pulse. Many, many centuries ago, this lake was part of the ocean. But over time, the land shifted, closing it off completely. Locked away from the outside world, the jellyfish here evolved in perfect isolation, creating an environment unlike anything else on Earth. Here, these creatures float, thrive, and yet they're different. Unlike their oceanic cousins, these jellyfish have lost their sting. Yes, you heard that right. These jellyfish are completely harmless. In the isolation of their tranquil paradise, with no predators to fear, they evolved to live peacefully, drifting gently from one end of the lake to the other. Every day, they follow the sun, journeying across the lake in search of light, moving in unison like a shimmering golden cloud. When you enter this lake, it's like entering a dream. Imagine diving into clear blue water and finding yourself surrounded by a floating forest of jellyfish. There's no fear here, no need to keep your distance. You can reach out, let them brush against your skin as you swim through their world. Each jellyfish pulses softly, creating a rhythm, a heartbeat of the lake itself, as if nature is breathing in quiet unity with them. And there's something almost spiritual about this place. The locals believe it's enchanted, protected by spirits who watch over the lake and its golden inhabitants. Legend says that these jellyfish are not just creatures, but ancient souls, guardians of the water, and symbols of a timeless connection between earth and sea. When you leave, you can't help but feel different. It's as if you've been allowed a glimpse into a hidden world, a rare place untouched by the chaos of modern life, where the only sound is the gentle pulse of jellyfish gliding through the water. Jellyfish Lake is a place where time feels like it stands still, a sanctuary of tranquility in the heart of the wild. So, if you ever find yourself on the islands of Palau, remember, there's a lake waiting for you, filled with silent guardians of the water, and it's a place that will leave an imprint on your soul. Subscribe for more hidden wonders of the world. Point Nemo, Earth's loneliest spot. Close your eyes and imagine the most isolated place on Earth, a place so remote, so desolate, that no one has ever stood there. No cities, no islands, no trace of human life. Welcome to Point Nemo, the pole of inaccessibility. Located in the vast expanse of the South Pacific Ocean, Point Nemo isn't your typical geographic landmark. Unlike a mountain peak or a famous island, this point is invisible to the eye. It's defined entirely by its distance, 1,450 nautical miles from any land. That's over 1,600 miles, or the equivalent of traveling from New York City to Dallas, but across an empty, endless ocean. But here's the eerie part. When you're at Point Nemo, the closest humans to you aren't on land. They're orbiting Earth, aboard the International Space Station, over 250 miles above. Think about that for a moment. The astronauts speeding through space, traveling faster than a bullet, are closer to you than any living soul on the planet. For centuries, this part of the ocean was a blank spot on maps, a void no explorer dared to cross. Sailors whispered about cursed waters, sea monsters, and ships vanishing without a trace. Even now, this region is eerily quiet. The ocean here is part of the South Pacific Gyre, one of the least biologically productive areas in the world. Few fish, no coral reefs, and almost no signs of life. But the story of Point Nemo doesn't end there. This lonely spot has a chilling connection to the mysteries of space. Since the 1970s, Point Nemo has been a cosmic graveyard. When satellites and spacecraft reach the end of their lifespan, they are often guided to re-enter Earth's atmosphere above this remote area. Pieces that survive the fiery descent plummet into these desolate waters, far from any human population. It's as if the Earth itself has chosen this place as a dumping ground for relics of our technological ambitions. One of the most famous residents of Point Nemo is the Russian Mir space station. In 2001, it was guided to crash here, joining thousands of other spacecraft fragments that now lie scattered across the ocean floor. But what lies beneath those uncharted depths? No one truly knows. Scientists speculate about ancient volcanic ridges, strange marine life adapted to the isolation, and perhaps even remnants of lost civilizations. This part of the ocean is so remote that only the bravest research expeditions have dared to explore it. Even fiction has embraced the mystique of Point Nemo. It's famously the location of Captain Nemo's underwater lair in Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Coincidence? Or did Verne, with his remarkable imagination, tap into something deeper, something we've yet to uncover? Point Nemo is more than a geographic curiosity. It's a reminder of how vast, how unknowable our planet truly is. It challenges us to consider what we've yet to explore and what secrets the ocean, that eternal frontier, still holds. As you listen to the waves and think of this lonely place, remember, even in our modern world, there are still corners of Earth where mystery reigns supreme. Perhaps that's the real beauty of Point Nemo. It's a place that keeps us wondering, dreaming, and searching for answers. The whispering stones of Death Valley. Imagine standing in the middle of one of the hottest, driest places on Earth, Death Valley. The sun beats down relentlessly, the air shimmers with heat, and all around you stretches a vast expanse of lifeless, cracked earth known as Racetrack Playa. But here, in this barren land, lies one of nature's most perplexing mysteries. Scattered across the dry lakebed are large, weathered stones. At first glance, they seem unremarkable. But then, you notice something strange. These stones move, not just a few inches, but sometimes hundreds of feet, leaving long, winding trails etched into the desert floor behind them. There are no footprints, no signs of disturbance, just the silent evidence of their journey. And here's the most chilling part. No one has ever seen them move. For decades, this phenomenon baffled scientists, explorers, and conspiracy theorists alike. How could heavy stones, some weighing over 700 pounds, slide across the ground on their own? Theories ranged from magnetic forces to alien interference, each more outlandish than the last. The locals whispered of spirits and curses, while skeptics chalked it up to elaborate pranks. But the truth, as always, is stranger than fiction. In 2014, after years of observation and experimentation, scientists finally cracked the code. It turns out, Death Valley's scorching heat plays an unexpected role. During rare winter rains, the dry lakebed transforms into a shallow pool. At night, when temperatures drop, the water freezes, forming a thin layer of ice beneath the stones. As the morning sun rises, the ice begins to thaw and crack, creating small floating ice sheets around the stones. Then, with just the slightest breeze, these sheets push the stones across the slick, muddy surface, leaving those eerie trails behind. But even with this explanation, the mystery isn't entirely solved. Why do some stones move while others stay put? why do their trails curve and overlap in such strange, deliberate patterns? It's almost as if the playa itself is alive, guiding these stones in ways we don't fully understand. And here's something even more intriguing. The trails left behind don't last forever. The relentless desert winds and scorching sun eventually erase them, leaving no trace of their journey. So, when you stand on Racetrack Playa, staring at these silent travelers, you're witnessing something fleeting, a moment in time that will soon disappear. Legend has it that if you visit the playa at dusk, when the shadows grow long and the desert is quiet, you can hear the stones whispering. Some say it's just the wind, but others believe it's the voice of the desert itself, telling the story of these wandering rocks. The moving stones of Death Valley remind us that even in the harshest, most desolate places, nature finds ways to astonish, to inspire, and to remind us of the mysteries that still linger in the world around us. Mysteries beneath the ice, Lake Baikal's untold legends. In the remote wilderness of Siberia, there lies a lake so vast and enigmatic that it has captivated explorers, scientists, and storytellers for centuries. Lake Baikal, often called the Pearl of Siberia, is more than just the world's deepest freshwater lake. It is a realm of secrets and legends, frozen beneath layers of shimmering ice. Local folklore whispers that the lake was formed by a celestial tear, shed by a weeping god who mourned the beauty of the earth. This divine sorrow carved the depths of Baikal, filling it with the purest water and guarding it with spirits of the unseen. Fishermen tell tales of ghostly lights that flicker beneath the frozen surface, their origins unknown. Some say these lights are the souls of ancient shamans, forever bound to the lake's icy heart, while others believe they mark the presence of otherworldly beings lurking in the abyss. As winter grips Siberia, Lake Baikal transforms into a frozen wonderland. Its ice is unlike anything else in the world, crystal clear, revealing the deep, dark waters below. But it's not the clarity of the ice that baffles scientists and stirs imaginations. Strange circular patterns appear on the frozen surface, each spanning hundreds of meters. These eerie formations, perfectly symmetrical, seem almost too precise to be natural. Theories abound. Could they be caused by methane gas escaping from the lake bed? Or are they the marks of something far less explainable? Perhaps evidence of an ancient force still at work in these icy depths. Beneath its surface, Baikal holds even more mysteries. The lake is so ancient, over 25 million years old, that it is often referred to as a living fossil. It harbors species found nowhere else on Earth, including the Baikal seal, a freshwater seal whose existence defies logic. How did these creatures come to live here, so far from any ocean? Some believe they are remnants of a prehistoric world, a living link to Earth's distant past. Rumors persist of even stranger life forms hidden in Baikal's depths. Divers have reported seeing shadowy shapes darting through the water, moving with an intelligence that feels unsettlingly familiar. Could these be undiscovered species, relics of an age when the lake was untouched by time? Or are they merely figments of the imagination, conjured by the lake's almost supernatural aura? In the summer, when the ice melts, the lake reveals yet another layer of its charm. Its waters are so clear that you can see up to 40 meters down, as if gazing into a portal to another world. Scientists often describe it as a time capsule, preserving clues to Earth's history in its sediment and water. But for those who stand on its shores, it feels like so much more. A place where nature's raw beauty meets the infinite mystery of the unknown. As the winds howl across the frozen expanse and the stars reflect on the glistening ice, Lake Baikal invites you to ponder its secrets. Is it merely a geological marvel, or does it hold the key to truths about our planet that we've yet to uncover? Perhaps that is the magic of Baikal. It's not just a lake. It's a reminder that some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved, igniting our imaginations and calling us to wonder. The hidden giant that's been alive for 80,000 years. Deep in the heart of Utah's Fish Lake National Forest lies a silent guardian of Earth's history, a being so ancient, so immense, that its story feels almost impossible to comprehend. It's not a towering mountain or an endless canyon, but something living, something breathing. Its name is Pando, the trembling giant, and it has existed for over 80,000 years. Imagine a single organism that predates humanity's first civilizations, a being that has survived ice ages, volcanic eruptions, and the rise and fall of empires. Pando isn't just old, it's colossal. Spanning over 106 acres, this aspen grove is unlike any other forest you've ever seen. Though it looks like thousands of individual trees, every single one of them is connected by a vast underground root system. Together, they form one single organism, making Pando not only ancient, but one of the largest living beings on Earth. But how does Pando stay alive? This incredible being doesn't grow like a typical tree. Instead of producing seeds to reproduce, Pando sends out roots that sprout new trunks, creating identical clones of itself. When one tree dies, another takes its place, ensuring the organism continues to thrive. It's a cycle of renewal that has gone on for tens of thousands of years, a process so subtle that most visitors walking through Fish Lake National Forest have no idea they're stepping on one of the oldest stories Earth has to tell. And here's where it gets even more intriguing. Scientists didn't even realize what Pando truly was until the 1970s. It was then they discovered that all the trees in the grove shared the exact same DNA. They weren't thousands of individuals, but one single life form, quietly expanding, quietly surviving. It's almost as if Pando has been hiding in plain sight, a gentle giant blending into the natural world. But Pando's age isn't just a number, it's a testament to resilience. It's seen climates shift from frigid ice to warming periods. It's withstood forest fires, droughts, and even human activity. Yet, despite its endurance, Pando now faces threats like never before. Overgrazing by deer and environmental changes are slowly weakening this ancient giant, making its future uncertain for the first time in millennia. Legend has it that those who walk among Pando's trees can feel the weight of its ancient energy, a quiet hum that whispers secrets from the Earth's past. Standing there, surrounded by trunks that have stood for generations, you can't help but wonder, what stories would Pando tell if it could speak? Perhaps it would remind us of our fleeting existence compared to its timeless presence. Or perhaps it would simply urge us to protect the delicate balance of the natural world that allows such wonders to exist. Pando isn't just a grove of trees. It's a living memory, a connection to Earth's distant past, and a reminder that the most extraordinary things often lie hidden in plain sight, waiting for those curious enough to discover them. Rainbow Mountains of China, a natural wonder beyond imagination. The Rainbow Mountains of China, nestled in the heart of Gansu Province, are a masterpiece of nature's design. Their vibrant hues of crimson, gold, and emerald stretch across the landscape, creating an otherworldly sight. These mountains are not simply a geological formation. They are the result of millions of years of nature's quiet artistry. Layer upon layer of sandstone and minerals settled over 24 million years, each infused with unique elements. tectonic forces pushed these layers skyward, folding and bending the Earth's crust into jagged peaks and rolling hills. Over time, wind and rain sculpted the land, exposing the rich palette of colors hidden within. Iron oxides infused the sandstone with fiery reds, while limonite brought forth soft yellows, and chloride added lush greens. Together, these minerals painted the landscape with colors so vivid they seem almost unreal. Yet here they stand, a testament to time's patient hand. The air around these hills carries a quiet magic, as if the colors themselves exude a story whispered only to those who pause to listen. Local folklore deepens the enchantment of these mountains. Legends tell of a divine artist who was chosen by the heavens to create the most beautiful landscape on Earth. With a celestial palette in hand, he painted the mountains in colors borrowed from rainbows and sunsets. These hues were said to hold the essence of nature, binding the earth and sky in eternal harmony. The mountains, locals believe, hold a sacred presence, as if imbued with the spirit of creation itself. The fragile sandstone that forms the Rainbow Mountains is preserved by the region's arid climate. This delicate balance of nature ensures their survival, though it requires constant vigilance to protect them from the pressures of modern life. The beauty here feels almost ephemeral, as if one wrong touch could scatter the colors to the wind. Visitors often find their breath taken away at sunrise and sunset, when the light transforms the mountains into a living tapestry. Golden rays illuminate the reds and yellows, casting shadows that dance across the hillsides. The air grows still, and the colors shift ever so slightly, as if the land itself is alive and breathing. Walking through this surreal landscape, one can feel the weight of its ancient history, the quiet crunch of sandstone underfoot, the dry scent of the air, and the radiant colors combine to create a moment that feels timeless. The Rainbow Mountains are not just a place to see. They are a story to experience, a reminder of the quiet power of nature to create beauty beyond imagination. Here, in the embrace of Jiangyadanxia, the earth offers a glimpse of its creative soul, painting a vision of wonder that lingers long after the journey ends. A hidden flame behind a waterfall, the untold story of Chestnut Ridge. Nestled deep within the woods of Chestnut Ridge Park in New York lies a secret many would pass without a second glance. At first, it looks like a simple waterfall, its crystal clear streams cascading down mossy rocks. But hidden behind this delicate veil of water burns a light, a golden flickering flame that has baffled travelers and inspired countless legends. How can fire, the ultimate symbol of destruction, coexist with water, the essence of life? For centuries, locals whispered that the flame was a gift from ancient spirits, guardians of the forest, who used it to ward off evil and protect the land. Others spoke of a time when gods walked the earth, leaving behind the flame as a sign of their divine power. Some even claim that those who visit the flame and make a wish under the cover of darkness will see their deepest desires fulfilled. As you approach, the scene feels almost surreal. The sound of the waterfall grows louder, masking the faint crackle of fire. The flame flickers in defiance of the rushing water, casting eerie shadows on the rocks. Could it really be magic? Or is it something else entirely? Scientists offer a more grounded explanation, though it's no less fascinating. Beneath the falls lies a reservoir of natural gas trapped in the layers of ancient shale rock. Small cracks allow the gas to escape, and when ignited, it creates the flame that seems so otherworldly. What makes this phenomenon truly unique is its longevity. Natural gas leaks like this rarely sustain a flame, especially under a waterfall. Yet here, The flame continues to burn, fed by an unusually rich concentration of ethane and propane gas. But even science cannot fully explain the allure of the eternal flame. The way it flickers, unaffected by the relentless cascade of water, feels like a defiance of natural laws. The faint scent of gas lingers in the air, mixing with the earthy aroma of the forest, creating an atmosphere that feels both grounding and ethereal. Standing before it, you can't help but feel a sense of awe, as if you're witnessing something that exists beyond the ordinary. Is it simply a geological marvel, or does it hold a deeper significance? Perhaps the true magic of the eternal flame lies in its ability to ignite our imagination, reminding us that the world still holds mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Echoes of the deep, the enchanted crystal caves of Bermuda. Beneath the bright sunlit shores of Bermuda lies a world few dare to explore, a hidden realm frozen in time, the crystal caves. Entering feels like stepping into a dream, as if you've stumbled upon a place not meant to be found. Here, in the cool depths, shadows and light play on the walls, revealing formations that have silently grown for millions of years. Legend has it that these caves were first discovered by two young boys, Carl Gibbons and Edgar Hollis, who were just exploring one afternoon in 1907. They wandered through an overgrown forest, following what they thought was a small sinkhole. But what they found went far beyond anything they could have imagined. With a single torch and hearts racing, they descended into darkness, discovering a glittering subterranean wonderland that few have seen before. Inside the crystal caves, you feel as if you've walked into a hidden treasure chamber. Stalactites hang from the ceiling like icicles of stone, and stalagmites rise from the ground, meeting each other to form delicate columns that seem almost too fragile to be real. But the true magic lies beneath your feet. The cave floor is submerged in crystal clear water, so pure that it reflects the shimmering formations above with an ethereal clarity. It feels like standing on the edge of an underwater mirror, a portal to another dimension. As you look deeper into the water, it's hard not to imagine what might be lurking in those hidden depths. The water seems still, yet you can feel an ancient energy in the air, an echo from ages past. Some say that the caves were created millions of years ago when Bermuda was still submerged beneath the ocean. Over time, powerful waves and shifting earth formed this hidden labyrinth, trapping remnants of the sea and the secrets of the ages within. There are whispers of unexplored tunnels stretching far beyond what's known. Locals even claim that strange currents flow beneath the cave waters, hinting at a deeper connection to the mysterious Bermuda Triangle. They say these waters hold a powerful allure, and anyone who enters feels an inexplicable pull, as if the cave itself wants to draw you further into its depths. Some believe that the crystal caves are more than just a natural wonder. They say that the place is enchanted, a gateway between worlds, and when you're there, surrounded by the stillness of ancient stone and mirrored waters, you might just start to believe that this world holds mysteries beyond understanding, secrets waiting to be discovered by only the bravest souls who dare to venture into the echoes of the deep, mystical waters, the legend of the Amazon's boiling river. Deep within the emerald heart of the Peruvian Amazon, there exists a phenomenon so otherworldly, it defies the very laws of nature. The locals speak of a sacred river, Shanai, meaning boiled with the heat of the sun. They whisper stories of ancient spirits, guardians of the forest, who infuse the waters with their wrath and power. Legends tell of shamans who would journey to the river's edge, seeking its mystical energy to heal, or perhaps to curse. But for the uninitiated, the river holds an ominous reputation, a place where the jungle breathes its fury, boiling anything that dares to enter its depths. The boiling river is not a myth. It's very real, and it is as deadly as the stories suggest. Stretching nearly 4 miles, this river steams relentlessly. Anything that falls into its grasp, be it an unsuspecting insect, a fallen bird, or even a small animal, meets an instant and scalding demise. The sight of its roiling surface is mesmerizing, a contrast to the serene beauty of the surrounding rainforest. Scientists have long been perplexed by its existence. Typically, such geothermal phenomena are linked to volcanic activity, yet the nearest volcano is over 400 miles away. So, how does this boiling cauldron exist? Local lore offers its own explanation. The river was created by the tears of a mighty serpent spirit, Yakumama, who resides deep beneath the jungle floor. When angered, she releases her fiery breath, heating the waters above. Travelers and explorers who ventured too close have often reported hearing hissing sounds, like the whisper of an unseen serpent emanating from the river. Modern science, however, attributes this natural marvel to geothermal heat. The river is fed by underground fault lines that allow hot water to seep to the surface, heating the river to its astonishing temperatures. While this explanation grounds the phenomenon in reality, it does little to dispel the air of mystery that clings to Chennai Timpishka. Visiting the boiling river is not for the faint of heart. The dense rainforest surrounding it is alive with the sounds of howler monkeys and the rustling of unseen creatures. The air is thick and humid, laden with the faint smell of sulfur, a reminder of the river's deadly nature. Standing at its edge, one cannot help but feel a mixture of awe and unease, as though the forest itself is watching. To the Ashaninka people, the river remains sacred, a living, breathing entity that demands respect. They believe it is a bridge between worlds, a place where the spiritual and physical realms converge. This belief is why the boiling river has been preserved in its natural state, untouched by the encroachment of modernity. For those brave enough to make the journey, Chennai Timpishka offers not just a spectacle of nature, but a glimpse into the profound mysteries of our planet. It is a reminder that even in an age of satellites and science, the world still holds secrets capable of inspiring both wonder and fear. Devil's Kettle, the waterfall that swallows everything. In the heart of Minnesota's Judge C.R. Magny State Park lies a natural phenomenon so strange, it has puzzled scientists, mystics, and adventurers for decades. Known as the Devil's Kettle, this enigmatic waterfall appears almost otherworldly. The Brule River splits into two at a rocky outcrop, with one stream cascading into a conventional waterfall, and the other plunging into a deep, gaping hole, vanishing entirely. What happens to this water remains one of nature's most confounding secrets, a question that has spawned countless theories and legends. Locals have long whispered of the supernatural. Some say the devil himself carved this kettle, a portal to another world where the stolen waters feed an underworld river. Others claim it's a trap, consuming all that ventures too close. A few brave souls have tossed objects, logs, balls, even dye, into the abyss, hoping to track its path. Yet nothing ever resurfaces. The items disappear as though swallowed by the earth itself. Indigenous Ojibwe stories speak of a spirit hole, a sacred place where the balance of the natural world connects to realms beyond human comprehension. Elders warn against disturbing the site, as its mystery is meant to remain untouched, a testament to forces far greater than humankind. Science, however, seeks answers. Researchers have attempted to uncover the fate of the vanishing water, using every method imaginable: dyes, GPS trackers, water's destination remains undiscovered, hidden deep beneath the Earth's surface. Some speculate that underground caves or tunnels might reroute the flow to a hidden aquifer or another water body. Others suggest it could drain into fissures formed during ancient glacial activity. Yet, no evidence has surfaced to confirm any hypothesis. Standing before the Devil's Kettle is an experience both mesmerizing and unsettling. The roar of the water is deafening, yet it's the silence of the mystery that lingers. Where does the water go? Why has no one been able to solve the riddle? Perhaps some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved, leaving us humbled by the vast unknowns of nature. As you listen to the whisper of the waterfall and the roar of its descent into oblivion, you can't help but feel a sense of awe. The Devil's Kettle is not just a marvel of geology. It is a reminder that Earth holds secrets we may never unravel. Whispers among the spires, the haunting mystery of the stone forest. In the heart of Madagascar lies a landscape so alien it feels like stepping onto another planet. The Tsingy de Bimaraha, known as the Stone Forest, is a labyrinth of razor-sharp limestone formations that stretch toward the sky like the jagged teeth of an ancient beast. This eerie terrain, shrouded in mist and shadow, has inspired myths and whispers of untold secrets hidden within its bladed walls. Local legends paint the Tsingy as a sacred and haunted place. The Malagasy people tell of ancestral spirits dwelling among the jagged spires, guarding their ancient wisdom and treasures. It is said that the spirits warn intruders with an uncanny wind that whistles through the limestone, echoing like ghostly voices. Many who dare to enter without respect for the land are rumored never to return, swallowed by the maze of stone. Even the name Tsingy speaks to its formidable nature. In Malagasy, it means where one cannot walk barefoot, a stark warning to all who approach this unforgiving landscape. The limestone formations, sculpted over millions of years by rain and wind, are as dangerous as they are beautiful. Each blade-like spire rises sharp and unyielding, a natural fortress that has kept the secrets of this land hidden from all but the most determined explorers. Scientifically, the Tsingy de Bimaraha is a marvel of geology. This surreal forest was once part of an ancient seabed, its limestone formed by the accumulation of marine life millions of years ago. Over time, tectonic shifts thrust the seabed skyward, and relentless tropical rains began their work, carving deep grooves and fissures into the rock. The result? A landscape so intricate and treacherous that it remains one of the most inaccessible places on Earth. But the Tsingy isn't just a geological wonder, it's a sanctuary for life. Hidden within its labyrinthine depths are species found nowhere else on the planet. Tiny frogs hop across precarious ledges, lemurs leap from spire to spire, and rare orchids cling to the jagged stone. This is a place where evolution has defied the odds, where life has adapted to thrive in the most unwelcoming of environments. Explorers who venture into the Tsingy describe it as an otherworldly experience. The light filters through narrow crevices, casting eerie shadows that seem to dance on the stone walls. The air is thick with the hum of unseen creatures, and every step feels like a journey deeper into the unknown. What secrets does this unearthly forest hold? Could there be undiscovered species still hidden in its depths, or ancient artifacts buried beneath the stone? The Tsingy de Bimaraha is a testament to the power of time and nature, a place where the past and present collide in a dance of blades and shadows. As you imagine standing before this breathtaking landscape, the questions linger. What would it be like to step into this world of jagged beauty? Would you feel the whispers of spirits on the wind? or hear the ancient call of a land untouched by time. Some mysteries are best experienced rather than explained, and the Singi remains one of Earth's most enigmatic wonders, waiting to reveal its story to those brave enough to listen. The Lost World Above the Clouds. Mysteries of Mount Roraima. High above the rainforests of South America, shrouded in mist and mystery, lies a plateau unlike any other, a place where time itself seems to stand still. Mount Roraima, often called the Lost World, looms like an ancient fortress, its towering cliffs disappearing into the clouds. For centuries, this isolated tepui has been the stuff of legend, whispered about by the indigenous peoples of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, who call it sacred. They believe that this mountain is the stump of a giant tree that once bore all the fruits of the world, felled by the wrath of gods. But the mysteries of Mount Roraima go deeper than its spiritual significance. Tales abound of otherworldly creatures and plants inhabiting the plateau, thriving in isolation for millions of years. Explorers venturing here have often returned with stories that blur the lines between reality and myth. Accounts of carnivorous plants, strange shimmering insects, and even the faint echoes of voices carried by the wind. As the sun rises, the mountain reveals its jagged edges, carved by eons of rain and wind. Its cliffs, over 1,300 feet high, form natural walls that make ascent nearly impossible. Yet, those who have braved its heights have found themselves in a landscape so alien it feels like stepping onto another planet. The flora and fauna here are like nowhere else on Earth. Over 30% of its species exist only on Mount Roraima. Scientists have identified ancient ferns, vibrant orchids, and insect-eating plants that defy explanation, thriving in nutrient-poor soil under the harshest conditions. One of the most striking features of this enigmatic place is its network of deep crevices and pools that sparkle like liquid glass. Local legends claim that these pools hold the tears of the gods, shed for the destruction of the mythical world tree. More scientifically, they are formed by millennia of rainfall and are home to tiny, resilient organisms that have adapted to this extreme environment. Mount Roraima also inspired Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World, a tale of prehistoric creatures and untamed wilderness. While dinosaurs may not roam its summit, the mountain still guards secrets that science has yet to uncover. How did life evolve in such isolation? What lies within its unexplored caves? Even as we marvel at its scientific wonders, Mount Roraima remains cloaked in an air of the unknown. The mountain's misty veil and remote location keep it untouched by time, a reminder of Earth's ancient past and the mysteries it still holds. As the clouds roll in, the plateau vanishes from sight, leaving behind only questions and a sense of awe. Here, above the clouds, the line between myth and reality blurs, and maybe, just maybe, some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved